Hello, StarCraft fans! This is FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Dang, that is loud. And today we're going to have a MONOBATTLE. FalconPaladin played with his subscribers about 10 days ago or so. And this is on Darkstone. The teams are Bjorn from NZ, Valma, and FalconPaladin. On the other side of the blue team, Micron, Dragyn, and Jonny Bucks. There's a way to say this. I always forget. Micron? I think it's just Micron. One of the two. One of the two. So we got mutas coming in from Bjorn from NZ, which it's difficult to go muta here based on what we've got. We've got Archons. We've got Infestors. We have Phoenix. We have Queens. We have Corruptors. We have a lot of things that are pretty good against muta. And going first in a single draft where the other team gets to choose, kind of go back and forth here, that can be dangerous. Stalker, exactly. Pretty good answer to Mutalisk here, at least in the early game, and if they have bigger numbers, and the upgrades are good. I mean, it's a decent response to Muta. It's not like straight up counter. And Disruptor coming in from Dragyn here. So now it is Valma's turn over here on the red team. And these are the things they have to choose from. It's not every unit in StarCraft 2. It's a random sampling of stuff, like totally random sampling of stuff here, as you can see. I mean, there's no Marines, there's no Marauders, there's no Cyclones. There's kind of a Darth of Terran stuff a little bit here. We do have a Ravager from Valma. Ravager's really good against Stalkers, pretty good against Disruptors if you know how to split, and that's really not a guarantee. For those of you who are interested in playing with FalconPaladin, next time we have one of these things, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at twitter.com/FalconPaladin and facebook.com/FalconPaladin. I put announcements up there every time. We have Phoenix for Jonny Bucks and Zealot for FalconPaladin to round it out here. So it's going to be Muta, Ravager, Zealot against Stalker, Phoenix, Disruptor from the other team. Okay, we've got our colors up, which somebody requested. They'd rather see different colors. Just know who's on each team than have it be red versus blue, which I think we can switch it back here. Can we? I thought we could. Yeah. Oh, we can. Yeah, Alt-F. We'll switch it back and forth. Alright, so this is Darkstone, and it's a really big map. See how many expansions there are? There are like 300 gajillion expansions on this map. I can't even count them all while talking. And look how far away I am from my friends. This is me. My teammates are up here. Way up here. And then same thing with Micron on the right side. His teammates are way down here as well. So it's difficult. It is really difficult to defend each other in these situations. So what we've got going on, we do have a scouting probe here from Jonny Bucks. The reason I chose Zealot was because in team games, I just really enjoy going mass charge lot with upgrades. It's kind of like Ling rushing, except it's harder to kill them because Zealots have more HP and whatnot. We're knocking that volume down just a little bit. I know you guys hate that. We're done. We are done. I don't think it made that much of a difference anyway. Okay, so it's a Protoss team against a Zerg Protoss team here. So no Terran representation at all. Nobody wanted to go Banshee. Nobody wanted to go Raven. I thought somebody might go Raven, which would worry me. So again, the Phoenix player is kind of the big deal here. If the Phoenix player, Jonny Bucks, knows what he's doing with Phoenix, our Muta player is in a lot of trouble. A massive amount of trouble. And on the other hand, the only thing we really have to deal with Phoenix are Ravager and the Mutas and like static defense, because it's 3-on-3. It is kind of hard to do this, kind of hard to counter. Bjorn from NZ, from the FalconPaladin team, is moving on down with his drones to try to see what he can do. He has some ideas, and again, I played this game, so I know how it turns out. I'll try not to spoil things. There is a probe here from Micron in the north side of the map. Not sure what it's planning on doing. Maybe a cannon rush. Could be an early cannon rush here, although that's a cyber core and a pylon from that player, so probably not that. We do have a hatch from Bjorn from NZ on the right side. This map is so big. It is so big. It's going to be hard to see everything here. So scouting is Jonny Bucks with a probe. I'm hiding back here. I'm working on my +1/+1 already, and now getting the cyber core. I'm just worried about early rushes, so I want to get maybe a cannon down, defend with cannons. My anti-air has got to be cannons. I can't rely on anybody else to help me out with that. It's got to be cannons. And cannons are pretty good in the situation because, again, Phoenix can't hit them. Phoenix can't do anything against buildings. So even if the Phoenix show up, I should be able to shoo them away. And the disruptors are going to be a problem. Okay, disruptors can damage buildings with their Purification Nova ability, but I've got Photon Overcharge now that I have my Mothership Core up here as well. Meanwhile, Roachwarren coming in from Valma, my other teammate Bjorn from NZ, is pretty much just Spine Crawler rushing right now. Spine Crawler rushing just outside SO Micron's main base. He's working, his Cyber Core is done. He's getting another gateway here and getting a Mothership Core as well. Now, the thing about mono battles is sometimes players have to choose units they're not familiar with the race that they chose. So it's not going to be super duper high level here. Mono battles rarely are. They're just for fun. They are totally for funsies. Does this get scouted by the other team? It does. The Spine Crawlers are visible to the other team here. Spreading some creep as well. There's a Spore Crawler here from Beyond. Spore Crawler plus Queen. Get out of there, Mothership Core. Does manage to escape. The Queen really wants to kill this Mothership Core, though. Spines can hit the assimilator of SO Micron. Are you kidding me? Look at the distance on these guys. That has got to be just on the absolute extent of that range. Queen, SO Micron's Mothership Core gonna die. I'm throwing down the lull because I can see what's happening here with the Spine Crawler rush. Usually, what we see here, picking off some creep tumors, though. That's good. That's good from SO Micron. Usually what we see here are cannon rushes in mono battles, but a Spine Crawler rush, I don't think I've ever really participated with before in a mono battle. So that's all Beyond from NZ is doing. He's not making any mutas at all. Perhaps he's worried about the Phoenix player. We'll have to keep an eye on him because this is a long game. We are in this for the long haul. +1 air weapons. Phoenix production has begun for Jonny Bucks. Getting Spore Crawlers is Valma. Getting more and more Spines. Stalkers trying desperately to deal with this, but it's just not working out. The Spines are so good. Photon Overcharge does come up. Can it take down a Spine Crawler? It looks like there's enough DPS on that thing to do it. And yep, Queen pulling back Beyond from NZ there as well. We did play this on the European server, actually. Had a request for that last time, so some of these guys might not actually be from North America. And Beyond from NZ, an obvious option there. Stalkers trying to pin down these Spines as they're moving up, but it's not working very well. We might just lose our purple Protoss player entirely here. No one else is doing anything. Jonny Bucks is not helping. He can't, right? He's got Phoenix. Phoenix can't do anything against Spine Crawlers or Spore Crawlers. Can maybe lift the Queen, which kind of helps. But SO Micron's got to get out. He has an expansion, which is nice. He got some Stalkers, which is nice here as well. And this might be overkill from Beyond from NZ, but we'll keep an eye on that. Phoenix coming up saying, all right, Beyond from NZ, I know you spent all your resources down here trying to kill my friend, Mr. Micron. Got some Ravagers moving across the map as well from Valma. Do I have any Zealots yet? Falcon, what are you doing, you lazy bum? You're getting charged. That's fine. You don't have any Zealots. Have you lost anything? No. I'm 8 minutes in. I haven't done anything yet. Purification Nova does get a shot off on the Spine Crawler there from Dragyn, so that's very nice. Phoenix group is 5, which at this stage of the game, pretty darn good. More and more, just double pumping them Phoenix. Fleet Beacon on the way as well. Ah, the Queen gonna die for Beyond from NZ. The revenge is here. All the drones completely undefended. Spore Crawlers! Get Spore Crawlers! The Phoenix have arrived. Ravagers going to town on this front door. Oops, says... I guess there wasn't any... I guess I was saying oops because there was no anti-air from Beyond from NZ there, but that's fine. That's fine. He got some Spore Crawlers up. I think some of his drones are going to live. Yeah, some of his drones are running across the map. I don't know why. Purification Novas going after these Ravagers. They do one-shot them. They do one-shot them. All right, so the main base for Micron is dead at this point in time. Ravagers trying to do this on their own, and generally going on your own in these team games is not particularly productive, in my experience. We got Corrosive Biles killing pylons. Wow, depowering. Look at this. 2 Stargates, a Gateway, Cybernetics Core, and a Forge. But Purification Novas are great. Lifting the Ravagers, murdering them as well. These Phoenix are just tearing through this Ravager force, and FalconPaladin refuses to engage. He's got some cannons. He's got some cannons up. Dude, this is the worst teammate right here. I mean, there's an expansion, which is nice. Every man for himself is basically what I'm saying right now. I'm just trying to get up an economy, get up enough mineral income to support like 7 or 8 gateways. I have a bunch right now. I have a total of 4 with 3 more on the way. So going for 7. Phoenix flying over, saying, all right, where else? Where is that Protoss enemy of mine? All the Protoss on this map are my friends, except for this one. Can we find him? The answer is maybe. If you keep flying, but you kind of stopped, so that's all right. Okay, so Purification Novas here from Dragyn are being sent in. Going to try to take down this queen. Oh, the queen dies. Spore Crawler takes a shot as well, and you just move out of the range of the spines. So trying to spine in here, but cannons have the same range as spines, right? Yep, 7 and 7, so you can't put a spine up in range of those cannons without dying. This is just a slow setup here. Roaches, Ravagers moving across the map. Again, the Roaches can't attack. They have to be made into Ravagers. That's the only reason you can make them, is because Ravager is your unit here. Phoenix continuing to fly around. Just when you see this yellow blob in the middle of the map, that is the Phoenix. Nova comes in. Oh man, just doing great work here. Good pressure from the Ravager player, Valma, but that's a lot of dead stuff. And here comes the Zealots. Here comes the Zealots from FalconPaladin. He's going to join up with these Ravagers and try to knock down this front door. Phoenix taking down an Overlord. Zealots have +2/+2. Zealots have charge. Zealots are working on +3/+3. And are they going for it? They're going for it. They're getting lifted by the Phoenix and killed, which is bad. Which is really bad. Trying to look at how fast they kill things, though. Trying to kill some things. Trying to kill these disruptors. And sitting right on top of the disruptors means they can't Purification Nova my Zealots without hurting themselves. So this first attack didn't go so well, but I can pretty much just send wave after wave here. A Zealot makes all the way back to this base for Dragyn, and everything's going to be okay. The Spines pushing in. They don't care if there's cannon attacks here at Jonny Buck's base. Keep trying to transfuse the Spines so they can take these cannons down, but there are just so many. Purification Nova coming, getting some extra. Oh, look at all these Novas. Oh, shutting that down. Excellent job. Zealots are up here. They're going after the cybernetics core of Dragyn, which is super bad news. Yep, +3/+3 Zealots at 11 minutes. Thank you very much. That's what happens when you don't have to do anything for the first 10 minutes of the game. You get fully upgraded Zealots. And yeah, go for it. Bjornframenzi, not pleased. Not pleased by those Purification Novas at all. And again, against the Stalker, Zealots are pretty good, but the Phoenix lifting and killing, causing major problems. I do still have Zealots attacking these Disruptors pretty handily, but Purification Nova going to finish them off, no big deal. More Zealots coming in. I'm just going to keep the pressure up. I'm just going to keep it going. Heading after Disruptor. I know the Disruptors are a big problem, so I'm trying to remove the Disruptors from this game, but the entire army for the other guys is here, and they do a great job shutting that thing down for sure. Big Ravager group here from Valma coming down to the right side. War Prism here from Dragyn. What are they going to try to do? I don't know, but Bjornframenzi has a base back here. He's just set up shop. Zealots versus Stalkers. Again, pretty good, but the Phoenix lifting and killing. Mind you, they do extra damage versus light. Right? 11 damage versus light units, and that's what my Zealots are, is what they are. Nova's continuing to come down here and attack into this situation. Oh, Spine Crawler down to 10 hit points is what it is. Oh, and my Gateway and Forward Pylon combination is down. It's totally down. Phoenix count is kind of insane already. It is 23. 23 Phoenix at 13 minutes. Zealots warping in way back at home because that's the only safe place that they have. I'm working on a +1 shields and continuing to send them in. I know I have to keep the pressure on. Gotta keep the pressure on the enemies. Ravagers versus Stalkers and Phoenix. Again, the Phoenix, there's really no answer to them is the problem here. Trying to burrow the Roaches and keep them alive, but there's detection. And that is a little difficult to get away from when those observers are in the skies. Zealots, I'm not sure where they're going. Did I tell them to go home? I might have done that. Pylon coming up at the Selnaga Watchtower. Additional bases up for Valma. Valma's got 4 bases running with here. Beyond's original base is up, and the base in the bottom right corner up as well. Phoenix Cloud. Phoenix Cloud. Phoenix Cloud. Ah, free Zealots! And free Zealots. Yep. Not super good. Bjornframenzi feeling sad. I think I lost it for us, you guys. You know what? No. No. Never give up. Never surrender is what I like to say. Valma doesn't have much static defense by way of static defense here. Oh, goodbye, Queen. Goodbye. A bunch of drones here at this base. Valma is picking up units from Zealots. Again, when they have that charge ability, they're fast. They move faster. Zealots coming on down, trying to see what they can do to attack. And I'm like, oh, there's a million cannons. I don't want to attack that base, but more and more Zealots just running around. These are basically Ling run-bys. that I'm trying to do here. It is my favorite thing to do in all of StarCraft. I come down to this base that I know exists because I attacked it before. Single cannon, no match for my Zealot. A lot of probes are going to die right now. There are cannons coming up in the back here, but it's too late. Zealot's taking them down pretty darn easily. Disruptors trying to deal with it. Another big warping of Zealots. We have Stalkers coming into Bjorn from NZ's base. And I think they're going to take it out from the backside with that blink ability. Very, very nice. Very nice from Micron there. Phoenix just murdering everything that Valma has. Oh, the Phoenix are so mean. They are so mean. Zealots, though. +3, +1, +3. Still running around. This base back here, I think, is going to die. Can the Zealot? No, the Zealots are going after the Disruptors. I guess they are a higher priority target. Taking out a couple of them very nicely. Spinecrawler getting free shots off on the Disruptors as well. Look at this huge Zealot group coming right into Jonny Buck's main base. Might actually end up canceling an upgrade. Nope, Photon Overcharge means I'm going to leave. Don't like the Photon Overcharge. But this base of Dragons is under attack here as well. Zealot's not quite sure what they want to do to attack. Going after cannons is a pretty smart maneuver. Killing a lot of these probes at the same time. Where are the defending units here? My Zealots are so dumb. Zealots, just attack whatever you can attack. Just do it. Taking down a cannon. No, the Phoenix. More Zealots coming in, trying to finish off pylons. Can they get it? Yes, they can get it. And then they get killed by everybody else. Meanwhile, big old Ravager force pushing into Micron's base in the right side of the map here. There is so much corrosive bile on these cannons. Stalkers trying to warp in, but they're severely outnumbered in this situation. Looking good for Valma, but again, the major problem here is that the lift and kill abilities of the Phoenix, when there are this many of them, is kind of insane. 42 of them trying to corrosive bile them, but they're just too fast is what they are. They are just too fast. Everybody concerned about this battle. Meanwhile, more red Zealots moving across the map. This front door is pretty much ignored at this point. Burrowed Ravager, very smart, but Stalker's waiting for them to come right on up. Zealots are back here and trying to take down a Disruptor. Getting shots, though. I'm very interested in going after Disruptors, and it seems to be working fairly well. I think I can get that one anyway. And I do. Cannons going to die at the same time. Stalker's kind of stuck back here because there are Ravagers ready to pop at any time. Zealot versus Photon Overcharged Pylon with the upgrades. Pretty good. Phoenix on the way here from Bjorn from NZ. I don't necessarily know how I feel about that, considering the Phoenix group is at +1, +2. With armor being the +1 there, and there are 47 of them. 47, double pumping them all the live long day. Is our Phoenix player here, Jonny Bucks. Mutas, Ravagers trying to get rid of this giant group of Stalkers, but they have +3 attack, and that is pretty intimidating, as it turns out. I think Bjorn is going to lose all of his stuff down here in the bottom right. There is a bunch of creep, but there's really not much else to speak of. Zealots keeping the pressure up, deciding the front door has been the front door for too long. Goodbye, cannons. Goodbye, pylons. Goodbye, gateways. I will come this way for the rest of all time, unless the Phoenix group finds me, and they do. Muta's trying to fly around and harass Micron's base. They kill a couple probes, but the Blink Stalker is a good response to that. Again, especially because they outnumber the Mutas like 18-1 right there, which is incredibly useful. Phoenix continuing to fly around, but there's not much that they can do. They can kill drones, they can kill queens, they can kill overlords, but they can't kill buildings. That's going to have to come from his other teammates. The Stalkers and Disruptors are going to have to make it across the map, which is hard to do right now. As it turns out, it's hard to do. They're playing defense so much. It's a difficult thing to pull off. So I've got 3 bases now. Still got these 4 bases is Valma. And Bjorn from NZ, kind of on the 1. Basically on the 1 right now is where he's at. I'm expanding to the gold as well. Zealot randomly walking into cannon fire. I don't take any credit for that one. I can tell you that much. Another Zealot warping. The Phoenix are like, hey, what up? You know what I should do is put cannons at the place that I warp in. Oh, can you lift warping in units? You can. I wasn't even aware of that. I think I just came back and said, oh, all my Zealots are gone. That stinks. That totally stinks. Jonny Buck says, what up? There's a base here. Yes. Yes, there is a base here. Ravagers versus Stalkers in the middle of the map. Trying to make a counterattack is Micron right now. Looking pretty good. Phoenix clearing out this base of Valma's again. There is a Spore Crawler. But when there are this many Phoenix, it's really hard to stop anything anything from happening. Zealots on the right side. Another slow warping of Zealots because this pylon is not touching anything. I need a pylon next to a Nexus for faster warpings. This is insanity, is what it is. Beyond from NZ trying to expand, but the Stalkers did make it all the way up here from Micron. Oh, Purification Nova wiping those Ravagers out, even though they're buried. Even though they are burrowed. Ouch. All right, so Phoenix are at +3 attack and +2 armor. There are 53 of them. Really intimidating. Zealots continuing to warp in. Hey, look, a fast warp in that time. That was good. Trying to attack different areas. Trying to keep, trying to stay unpredictable. But no, so many dead Zealots. So many dead Zealots. Zealots coming up to take on Micron's base, and gonna do okay with it. I feel like this is gonna work out fairly well. Trying to throw down a bunch of cannons at this gold base. We've got Disruptors having a field day up north, and Stalkers too. Valma under attack from two different enemies in this 3 versus 3, which is not a great experience, I'm sure. Zealots down here at Micron's base. This guy has 10 kills. 10 kills on this dude. He had 2 shots workers. Well, bam. Okay, so 4 shots him, right? Wham wham for one attack. Wham wham for another attack. That's how Micron gonna lose some stuff to these here Zealots. Meanwhile, Ravagers getting a surround on these Stalkers and gonna clean them out. Nicely done. But Purification Nova causing some problems, but there's only 2 of them. So gotta get some really great hits like that might be enough. As it turns out, Zealots here and Zealots there, going after Jonny Buck's base. Yes, there are cannons. You guys are so bad with pathing. What is with melee units and bad pathing? Stalkers from SO. Oh, Bjorn from NZ going for more of the spine crawler stuff, going after SO Micron's base here, which he retook after losing it early. He's gonna kill it again, is what he's gonna do. Just so many mean plays in this game. The Mutalisks are trying to pick off the Disruptors, which I like a lot, but guess who's here? Mama Phoenix player with 60 Phoenix. Yep, bad times. Bad times. Zealots running from the Disruptors, but no, getting right on top of them and finishing them off. That's nice. That was pretty good. Disruptor count is 5. Zealot count is 8. There are 5 Mutas and 9 Ravagers and 2 Stalkers and 61 Phoenix. Jonny Bucks playing it so hard, but I've got a lot of cannons defending here, which is good. I need a lot of cannons to keep these bases safe. Wah, wah, wah. And no, Jonny Bucks doesn't want any part of that. He can't lose these Phoenix. Zealot still trying to kill cannons and struggling with that goal. So it's up to 4 bases as FalconPaladin at this point. Micron having a rough go of it right now. 22 minutes into the game. Mutalisks might finish him off. The Mutas can't really stay in one place for any length of time because the Phoenix are a major threat. Like, just a massive, ridiculous threat. But if they can get these pylons down, though, we'll be pretty pleased as punch about that. Look at this creep spreading again from Bjorn from NZ. Multiple bases for Dragyn. He's taking this gold base island at the backside, which our team hasn't even really bothered with the tiniest bit. Phoenix, once again, just the wrath of a vengeful god is what they are. Yep, there's a spore crawler. Not really enough. Not really enough, as it turns out. Disruptor here for Dragyn, trying to take down one of my bases and thinking about killing my workers. Purification Nova gets in there. Oh, not far enough. How about you? Might kill a cannon. Then keeps moving. Phoenix. There are more spores over on this left side map, but a lot of dead drones nevertheless. Zealots still hacking away at Jonny Buck's base up here. The Phoenix forced to retreat from their killing of drones. Mutas going to town on Micron stuff along this right side as well. Zealots are dying, but that's going to be... No, the probes are fighting here? I don't know about that. No, they're running. The probes are running. Nidus Worm erupts. Where was the Nidus Worm? I'm sure you guys saw on the mini-map, but I did not. So the Zealots took down most of the stuff at this base before the Phoenix came back home and cleared them out. Spine Crawler stabbing at one of the Stargates of Jonny Bucks. And there is just so much... Oh, there's the Nidus Worm for Valma. All right, I like this. Coming in with the Ravagers, going after pylons, trying to depower these cannons, which are causing massive problems. A base here for Micron. Okay, so Micron's back. Micron is back, having taken a gold base here. Zealot saying there's a lot of creep. Oh, right, creep is mine because my team is My team is Zerg. All right, coming on in with the Zealots. Oh, it's an accidental team attack. Zealots and Ravagers going after this base of Jonny Bucks. There are still 14 probes here, which is not good news. Nice Nova, though, from Dragons, saving those units. Get them. Get the disruptors. Hack away. Chase them with your charge. Phoenix showed up to try to save those dudes, and yep, losing again. This is a ring around the rosy scenario we've seen before. Oh, getting distracted by the cannons. This game is so crazy. This game is crazy. Ravagers for Valma continuing to try to do stuff, burrowing whenever the Phoenix show up. Waiting for the Phoenix to leave. And attacking again. What are the... I've got probes throwing up another base along this left side. Anybody need gas? Says Beyond. You have a lot of gas, Beyond? I suppose he does. Suppose he does. Overseer's coming in from Valma. He's worried about... He wants to kick out observers, I guess? I don't know. Zealots once again coming into this base of Jonny Bucks. Just will not give any rest. Any rest to the Protoss player. Photon Overcharge is not going to do it, but lifting and killing absolutely will. Gas mining here from Beyond. He has... Does that count? Does that say 700 gas? Yeah, 3,200 gas from Valma. A lot of gas here. Mutas, though, getting chased out. Trying to split up. Split up! Run! It's the cops! And cannon... No. The Mutas. The Mutas struggle when there are 59 Phoenix in the sky. 59 Phoenix in the sky. Dragon's base over here. Woo! Corrosive Biomassacre on those probes. Ow, that hurts. Nicely done, Valma. Nicely done indeed on that one. I'm trying to expand again, but I think the probe that I sent down to build all those cannons got killed along the way, so that's bad. That's pretty terrible. Zealots up here. It's the Micron's base, murdering all the probes on that one. Phoenix saying another base. We must destroy it, but I am, what's the word? Impotent. Impotent against this. Yeah, good splits there. On the Ravagers. Contamination being thrown down as well. I think I saw that on these here Stargates. Disruptors without support, not good as it turns out. Unless you can kill 4 Ravagers all at once, which, as it turns out, was totally an option the entire time. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll throw an ad in here or something, and we will be right back with the conclusion of this monobattle. All right, so we're still here. Zealots going after the... I think that's the final Nexus of a Micron. Valma asks for minerals. Do I have any minerals? I have some minerals. I guess I could give some minerals if I wanted, but Zealots just are like charging the beaches at Normandy is what they're doing, just charging into really entrenched emplacements by the enemy and dying fairly efficiently and hopefully pushing back at the same time. I guess who's here? Phoenix Cloud. Man, wherever I go. Nova. Oh, and lift on the Ravager. That Ravager was twice dead, but a Nexus does fall for Jonny Bucks. You don't want to lose Nexuses, as it turns out. Zealots over here as well, going after these cannons, taking shots to the face from them. Coming around the long way. Only one Zealot at a time can attack the cannons in that position. That's really great. And that just means I think they're all going to die. Mutas are back from Beyond. He's trying to make this Muta thing work. He's not investing a whole lot into them, which is understandable, considering every time he gets up a good number, they die. So maybe don't like make 100 of them so that they can all die at once. Maybe just make a few so you keep your losses to a minimum. Seems like that's what he's doing. You guys have the +2 shields are done for the Zealots. Zealots coming in to attack Stargates. Rawr, say the Zealots. We understand we're going to die, but we are for ire right now. Coming in, killing those cannons. This base of Jonny Bucks in a lot of trouble. A lot of probes dying. How many workers do we even have? 38, 37, and 38 from my team. 13, 23, and 0 for the other team. So we're head in economy as far... Whoa, Purification Novas! As far as income goes and number of workers goes. Ravagers so mad at these disruptors. Go and try to kill all of them. Purification Novas taking down the mothership core. Almost taking them down, but another Nova. Just the splash damage. I like the Warp Prism combination Dragon's throwing down here. I like it very much. I really do. I think Micron might just be dead right now. Does he have... That was his last Nexus. Doesn't tell you who's being revealed in mono battles, I don't think. Ravager group, again, just burrowing when the Phoenix show up, but there just aren't that many left, is the problem. Zealots here at another of Jonny Buck's bases along this left side. Phoenix doubt, says Valma. I'm not sure what that means. Something about the Phoenix, I think. Yeah, Jonny Bucks is down to 24 harvesters, which is not a big number. I have lost so many Zealots, though. 25,000 resources lost by me. Valma's lost 39, though. That's a lot. And then 11, 15, 17, and 18 for the rest of the crew here. So it's just continued Zealot attacks. Phoenix are flying around like firefighters, trying to put out fires that are spouting up spontaneously across the map. Creep spread from beyond is kind of insane. I like how he's taken over this whole right side of the map. Yes! Dragyn says this game has been nuts. It has been nuts. We played several games on this night. Jonny Bucks wants a draw. He wants a draw at 30 minutes. And I don't know what the response to that's... Okay, I know what the response to that's going to be. We're not super interested. More Zealots dying, though. It's just problematic. Nova's coming in. Ugh. Killing stuff. No, says me. Nah, says Beyond from NZ. He's a little more diplomatic in that situation. Ravager is just getting absolutely obliterated by these Phoenix. We got you right where we want you, says Micron. That's right. That's right, you do. So I'm pushing cannons on the space of Jonny Bucks. Again, the Phoenix can't really do anything about this. Disruptors can. So can the Disruptors get in here and take down these cannons before they finish? And I think they can. I think they've got enough time. Time to set up, test the wind a little bit, and actually going to kill these ones instead of these ones, which I don't know if he knows these are my cannons or not. Ah, look out! Look out, Disruptors, Zealots, and cannons! Back away! Oh no, Disruptors. Are you... Oh, some of them got picked up. That's good. That's good news. These cannons at the front causing major problems. Zealots coming in as well, getting right on top of those Disruptors. You can't line up when there are Zealots hacking you in the face. Can't do it. Photon Overcharge coming up here as well. Zealots just getting lifted and murdered is what it is. Jonny Bucks trying to get a base on this right side, but the Mutas find it. Beyond from NZ's Mutalisks find it. Ravagers from Valma still attacking this base from Jonny Bucks along the bottom right side. And this cannon push, I recognize I can't do anything against the Phoenix, so it's time to cannon push the existing bases of Jonny Bucks, which I understand. It's a big map. There's a lot of bases, but I'm starting my maneuver right now. This is where it begins. Ravagers getting rid of that cybernetics core. Doing great. Valma has lost a ton of stuff and continues to fight, exemplifying the spirit of Team North so very, very well. Beyond from NZ trying to take a base along the right side, losing all of his drones because, you know, the Phoenix are pretty much unstoppable at this point. We really don't have a way to kill them. I mean, he's lost Phoenix, mind you, but when they have static defense, we can't hunt them down and kill them with anything. Ravagers are your best bet if your opponent doesn't know how to deal, like doesn't know how to dodge. No. Mutalisks. Okay, they took off a couple Phoenix, but oh, split. Run. Maybe some of you will live. And they did. Some of them lived. That's good. What is a Zealot attacking? I hear a Zealot sound. Oh, I want to kill this assimilator. And the Mutalisks will help me. Thank you, Beyond. Thank you, Beyond. So, I'm expanding over here on the right side as well. Jonny Bucks was wanting to expand over here at the same time, but no. Not allowed. It's not going to be allowed. I'm terribly sorry. So, we've got Creep Spread pushing from the right side for Team North. Cannons pushing from the left side for Team North. Team South is a little stuck in this corner of the map here. Has this gold base starting to get mined out. Has this base of Jonny Bucks, which is mined out as well. That one's mined out. There are two mining bases from Team South right now. And the Phoenix, again, are fairly unstoppable. But they can't do a thing about static defense. They can't do a teeniest, tiniest thing about static defense. So Roach is here. Man, really gas-starved. I should probably send some gas to Valma. Is what I should do. How much do I have? Oh, he's asking for gas. Yeah, I've got 4,000. So yeah, probably should. When you're going mass Zealot, you don't really need gas all that much. Nova's chasing this group and just having a wonderful time. Having a wonderful time. Mutalisks back on the menu. Trying to cannon rush this base of Jonny Bucks, and I mean, it's working. It's slow. It can hit buildings. That's the goal. Can you hit buildings with these cannons? You're okay. Photon over, trying to cancel the cannons before Photon overcharges back, and there it is. Okay, so canceling the cannons that are directly under fire seems to be a pretty good strategy here as well. Mutalisk's getting rid of this. Oh, was that a Jonny Bucks cannon rushed me, and I got saved by Beyond from NZ. Ah, Beyond from NZ. Thank you. Thank you, bro. You could kill that pylon, but whatever. That's fine. This is running. Run, Forest, run. Says Beyond. Cannons continuing to push in. Disruptor is going to shut this down. Disruptor's ready to go. Zealots going in. As long as people aren't paying attention, as long as I can push back these cannons and allow cannons of my own to get in here, I like what I'm seeing. Get out. Too many units. No! Big old explosion. Ah. Big old explosion there. Finally getting rid of this pylon next to my base. He is mining. Beyond Fermans, he's mining on these bases along the right side, which is very nice. Left corner is pretty much FalconPaladin at this point. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. It's at 6 bases now. Zealots continuing to push in. No new cannons. That's my policy. No new cannons. And I'm going to kill your existing cannons. I hope you're okay with that. Probably not. You're probably not okay with that. Cannon push. Cannon push. While everyone is away. Do it. I guess the Photon overcharge is a big problem here too. Mothership Core can throw one down pretty darn soon. Mutalisk going after stuff, but again, the Phoenix, they just get back. You need to have like a giant bank of spore crawlers you can retreat to. Here are some. Oh man, the splits. No, 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 not a good split. No! Mutalisk count currently 0. Stop it! Stop it now! Says Beyond. Leave me alone! Stop trying to kill my stuff, you jerks! Pylon coming up from. I'm just slowly encroaching on Jonny Bucks territory here. Where are my zealots? Am I done with zealots? I feel like maybe I'm done with zealots. How many do I have? 1. I have a zealot. Yeah, I'm trying to get cannons up. I'm trying to throw up defensive cannons because I know the Phoenix are going to come around this backside at some point. And I want them to pay for it. I want them to pay for it mightily. Nova's coming in. Getting rid of one of my cannons that was under construction. Killing other... Oh, I think that one just missed. That's better. That's a good one, too. Nicely done. Nicely done, Dragon. Excellent Purification Novas. But don't walk right into the cannons, though. Don't do that. Don't do that. Still fighting as Valma. Bringing roaches in, I guess. Just to be meat shields, right? Maybe the enemy will attack them instead of my Ravagers. Is the general concept here. It's cannon time. I say, let's do this. How do I have 2,000 minerals all of a sudden? This seems like a lot. Seems like a lot. Photon overcharge is up. Can kill 2 of these cannons. More Novas coming across. My attempt at cannon pushing is shut down miserably. Zealots walking in. You're trying to kill probes. Trying to focus those down. Yeah. Try not to get distracted by anything else, but it's really hard. Phoenix continuing to fly around. Ravagers continue to attack from the right side. It is slowly encroaching. The creep is slowly encroaching upon this little area where Team Yellow lives. And Team Blue's down here as well. Purification Nova. These roaches again can attack. Can't really do it. More cannon pushing along the left side. I'm not doing very well at placing these cannons, as it turns out. Zealots. Zealots versus cannons, pretty good. Good placement, though, with the cannons being all tight like that. If they got surrounded by the Zealots, they'd die extremely quickly. But continuing to push those guys. Continuing to push the Zealots. With the Zealots, rather. Cannons coming up behind the situation. I'm feeling like, okay, now is a good time I can do this. Cannon. 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 It's a draw, says Dragon. The Phoenix army is invincible. That's true. Can't kill the Phoenix army, but they can't kill us either. Oh, the Purification Novas are so good. So good against my cannon rushing attempts right now. No, I refuse. No draws allowed. Drones from Valma coming on down, trying to see something. It's not invincible. My spores will end their life, says Beyond Fermenzi. Zealots keeping up the pressure, refusing to let the pressure die. Mass spore, says Valma. Yes, gotta push in with this mass spore. Look at all this. Look at all these creep tumors. There is so much creep. There is so much blue everywhere, expanding everywhere. It's a slow war of attrition, says Micron. March of the spores, says Beyond. I'm trying this cannon thing again. Trying the zealot thing again. Trying to take down pylons. Get a pylon. Trying to take down cannons. Not working. Not working as well because the Phoenix Cloud is right here. But I'm keeping the Phoenix here, right? So that we can be pushed on the other side here. No, my spores, says Beyond. I don't know what happened to the spores. Did they get disrupted? They might have been disrupted. Did they just kill their own thing there? They might have killed their own thing there. Photon overcharge up, but 3 cannons are hitting that pylon. Get it. Get the pylon before you die. Almost. 1 cannon does die, but I'm still pushing in on this base of Jonny Bucks. It is slow. It is steady. Phoenix lifting Ravagers on this right side. There are spore crawlers, and any damage you can do against these Phoenix is good. Because Jonny Bucks is just about to be sitting on 1 mining base, which is not what you want in a mono battle. Not at all what you want. Cannons hitting the Phoenix. Again, stay back. Stay back. There is cannons. How many disruptors are on the field right now? 17. Holy shamoly. 17 disruptors. Okay. Can do this. Can do this thing. I think the key element for Team North right now is just economy. It's just all the bases that are available that are still mining, that are still up. Whereas Team South having a hard time of it. Really mined out of everything but this one base right here. The slow crushing force. I guess Dragyn still has a gold mineral patch back here with 700 minerals in it. Beyond's upset about something. He keeps getting Purification Nova on this base. The Mutas want them dead so bad. They can't really do it. There's so many cannons back here at the main base of Dragyn. Trying to make it happen. Got that +1 attack. Rockin' Jonny Bucks gonna, as long as the Phoenix are away, the Mutas can play. The Mutas can play right here. A lot of Overlords out here in the middle of nowhere for Beyond. I'm not sure who that serves, in all honesty. And finally taken down. Jonny pushed from both sides. Ah, says Falcon. And finally, Jonny Bucks. One of his 2 remaining Nexuses are going to die. Mutas trying to harass in here as well. Ravagers getting shots down. Corrosive Biles. Valma has been fighting so efficiently with these Ravagers. Trying to take down pylons. Trying to take down cannons as well. And finally, oh wait, there's 2 Nexus. There was another Nexus right here for some reason, but it's going to die to cannons as well. Phoenix trying to find stuff to kill. Doing okay, right? Here's some drones we can murder, but it doesn't do anything about the encroaching units here. Ravagers and Mutas, and this might be all she wrote for Team South. There are units all over the remaining section of the map. They're coming back. Run! Get out of there! Right out of there, Mutas. The Ravagers can't go anywhere. They're not fast enough. And they are all going to die. There's a burrow, and they burrowed next to a spore crawler. That's good. That makes it harder. It really does. Alright, so this base is toast. This base is absolutely, positively toast. I have 200 minerals in the bank. Where? I guess it is... How many zealots? 13 zealots. 13 zealots! I never really had more than about 20 or so at any given time. I just kept sending them to their deaths. Is what I was doing. Alright, so 2 remaining Nexus. There's 2 in this space too. When I said one of 2 remaining Nexuses, I was a liar. There were 4 at that point. Now there's 2. Now there's 2, which I'm desperately trying to get rid of. This Zealot actually still hacking. Well, he was still hacking away, I suppose. How many disruptors available? 16. Still 16 disruptors. Are some of these stuck? No? Are these ones? They can get out, right? This one can. They can get out. They're just... They should be out defending the front lines, not defending the back lines. That's what I would recommend here. Spore Crawlers getting shots off. Pylon coming up from FalconPaladin as well on this low ground. Do I have stuff? I guess I have stuff. 1,000 minerals, 4,000 gas. Meanwhile, Beyond is sitting on 3,700 minerals and 400 gas, which is good. Valma's sitting on 200 gas and 2,000 minerals. Yeah, Valma needs gas, so let's trade some of that out. And Jonny Bucks calls the GG at 44 minutes, and he leaves the game. Good game out of FalconPaladin. Good game out of Micron. Good game well played out of Valma. Dragyn says it was fun. Good game well played. Amazing game out of FalconPaladin. And FalconPaladin, Beyond Fremenzi, and Valma are victorious. What an insane game that was. Resources lost. Let's see. I lost 398 units. That's a lot of. That's more than anybody else in the game. Valma lost 379, which is a lot as well. 40,000 resources lost for me. 57 lost for Valma. So us two were just throwing units away and doing damage, though, just slowly whittling down that other army. Beyond Fremenzi lost 30,000 minerals, 200 units, which makes sense. Dragyn here, 147, lost 23,000. Jonny Bucks, our Phoenix hero, who ended the game with 61 Phoenix, just couldn't kill buildings. The one weakness of killing buildings. And then SO Micron, 143 units lost, 18,000 resources lost. So that's it. Again, if you want to join me on the next time I play with my subscribers, follow me on Twitter and Facebook at /FalconPaladin. I post announcements up the week of the event, usually Fridays or Saturdays or Sundays on the weekend somewhere when people can play. And going to be a little bit closer to Daylight Time Europe next time around. So if you're in that section of the world and you're interested in playing, follow me there. Okay, that's going to be it from me. This has been FalconPaladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /FalconPaladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.